Today we're scissoring cotton ears and tail without mistakes. Welcome back to Dog Grooming with Elizabeth Jenn. In this video, you're going to walk away with knowing exactly how to trim tails and ears safely, quickly, and beautifully. So let's jump right in. This is Clémentine. We're going to turn her around and I'm going to show you, no fuss, how to get a tail done. Nicely, quickly, and safely. All right, first of all, you always want the tail to be brushed out. Now there are different types of tails, so I will show you this type of tail here on this little cotton, how I do it, but in other videos I'll probably show you how to do other tails also. But for this, we're going to do this flag tail. I call it a flag tail. I just bring the tail all the way to the bottom to the table here, and you got to get your dog to stand for this. And I'm feeling for that bone. So that bone goes straight to the table. Well, there's maybe about this much, maybe a centimeter, not even an inch. And you're gonna cut whatever is on the table here, like that, just flat. I just take all of that off, okay? So the bone is like maybe here, okay? So that's just so that the tail doesn't drag on the ground too much. Second part, once that's done, I'm gonna have to put her a no sit, I think. Hang on. Okay, give me a second. I'm gonna put a no sit on her. So I hope this helps. I just put this here, this little strap, and it should keep her standing. All right, so I'm just going to separate the middle here, right in the middle like this. Separate this like that. And then hold the tip of the tail, and I'm going to brush the comb downwards. And what I want to do is I want to create a flag coming all around like this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my scissors from where I left off, where I cut to the table. I'm just going to come and take just a little off, creating just a nice round flag. Okay, like that. I'm going to do the same thing on this side. Okay, because it's never equal. You got to finish this off on this side like that. And I just come up right towards the base of the tail. What I will do though is I'm going to fluff everything back up and do the same thing again, separate right in the center. And I'm kind of holding it like this, holding the tail so that I'm holding everything down because her tail is pretty fluffy. So I want to just bring everything downwards. So I'm going to do the same thing, holding her tail out, and I'm just going to come around like that. Now, if you're doing this at home, like you're not a groomer, you can use any scissors that you have that work well. You don't have to have those expensive grooming scissors, but it should work. All we're doing is holding the tail out. There you go. So see how she has such waves, you know, she's so wavy? I'm gonna try to fix the waves and the kinks. So we've got some kinks here. Look at this. All you gotta do is just come around like that. We're just shaping it like this because she's got these little wavy kinks going on in her tail. So at the top here, you can still use your straight scissors if you don't have any other scissors, but I like to use the scissors here with the teeth. So that is a blender or a, you know, just a little. There you go. Just the top here. So with this blender here, I like to just come and fix up the top. There's always little hairs hanging out here like that. You just fluff it up with your comb and come in and blend. Okay. Comb everything out again. Now maybe your dog doesn't have, of course your dog won't have the same, exactly the same look as this dog. Probably has less curls or, you know, but that's okay. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to lift her bum up. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to lift her tail up. And there are different ways you can do this. Some people like to just bring everything down like this, and then we're just going to cut underneath. She's pulling. When they pull, you just set them again, and you can just come underneath here and just get rid of all of that, like that. And if you have only straights, it's fine. Let's clean up the sides here. Being very careful, I'm just cleaning up the sides. And there you go. You got yourself a nice little tail. There you go. See the sides here? There's one side, and there's the other side. There. All right, on to the ears. Okay, so on to the ears here. First of all, you're gonna check to see where the length is of the leather of that ear, and then you're gonna cut way below that. So I usually come and do right underneath, approximately underneath the chin, depending on how much the client wants you to take off or leave on. So I'm just gonna cut across. This is what I usually do. I just cut across. I'm not taking a lot off here because I had already started and I forgot that I was recording. Oh my God. So I'm just gonna take a little bit off this side like this, and then I'm gonna come into an angle, and I wanna create more of a round ear instead of one straight ear coming down, okay? So I'm gonna do the same thing on this side. You can either finish one ear and then do the other ear, but for the sake of this video, I'm just gonna try to repeat each thing that I'm doing, just repeat it a second time so you have it fresh in your mind. Okay, so I'm just going straight across, and then I'm gonna come in a little angle. See that little angle? We want a little round ear, okay? I'm gonna check to see if they're equal. They seem pretty equal. Once that's done, I'm gonna come in with these blenders here, and I'm just going to come in an angle and just tip the edge off. See, you're probably not seeing because my hand's in the way, but if I were to do it this way, you're just tipping the edge off. Sorry, like this. Tipping the edge off like this. But I prefer going downwards because I don't want to catch that leather going upwards. And the reason why I do that is so that there's a little bit of layering that happens instead of having a sharp, blunt. See how sharp and blunt that is? It just gives it a little more movement. And I'll tend to maybe do it on the inside just a little bit, being careful, just so it looks a little more natural. She's got some waves in her hair. She does not like me drying her hair, so I need to let her hair dry. Like, she doesn't like me drying her head, I mean. So I have to let it dry on its own a little more so there's more waves. If you want a straighter look, you got to really dry perfectly and straight. And then I'll come up here and I'm going to take away a little bit of that bulk because I don't want these little hairs sticking out. And I'm going to clean behind that ear also. There's some hair here. I'm going to clean right behind there like that. Okay. See how easy that is? Let's do that again on the other side. I have an itchy nose, sorry about that. Whew. All these little hairs. I usually wear a mask for this, but it's easier to do it without. All right, so I'm doing the same thing, going downwards, trying to show you this way in an angle, but it's best if you're going downwards, guys, because you don't want to catch the tip of that ear, the edge of that ear. You have no choice but to go upwards here if you're doing it, but just a little bit. See how everything looks a lot more natural? There. So I'm going to do the same thing at the top here. She's got these little extra hairs here. I'm just going to clean out. Now, notice I'm not cutting all of the hair off like this because we don't want a poodle head. You know, poodles, you'll come in and separate the hair from the ear. I'm just taking off what I think will stick up once she shakes her head. And often that's a good thing. When they shake their head, I got to take more of this off. When they shake their head, they have a lot. You'll see the finish of the head. So let's see if she wants to shake. I gotta clean out, you gotta be sure that you're cleaning out right underneath the ear also. So let's see here. I think we're all good. If you need to readjust the top of the head, often I'll be looking at the ears here and I'll fluff everything up like this. I wanna be sure, hang on, hon. She just keeps bringing her head down. I wanna be sure that everything is nice and round from the top all the way to the other side of the ear. If ever you're interested in creating puppy ears, I have a video for you right here. I upload new videos every Monday and Friday, 8 a.m. Eastern Time. And if you want to become a member, you are more than welcome. Click on join. Oh, and I have a new gardening channel. Come join me there. Backyard Gardening with Liz. Till then, see you next time, guys. Bye for now. Bye.